you hit $100,000, or you're close. Either way, there's this feeling that comes with that number, like once you get there, the money stress just kind of goes away. Here's what they don't show you. $100,000 in 2026 is not what it was. And most people find that out after they've already spent it. $1 in the year 2000 cost you $1.76 today. That means your $100,000 salary right now has the purchasing power of $56,800 in year 2000 money. Not $100,000, $56,800. That's what you're actually earning in real terms, and the economy is still charging you $100,000 prices. Now here's where it gets harder. The median home in 2000 cost $119,000. That same median home in 2026 costs $420,000. That's a 252% increase. Your salary went up, housing went up faster. Family health insurance premiums are running $24,000 a year in 2026. That's $2,000 a month just to stay covered, before a single doctor visit, before a single prescription, and college tuition has gone up 169% since the year 2000. The school your parents sent you to for $30,000 now costs closer to $80,000, and it's still climbing. This is the environment your $100,000 is operating in right now. Nobody puts all four of those numbers in the same sentence. Now you've seen them all at once. Now let's talk about what that $100,000 actually lands in your account, because this is where it gets personal. Gross is not take home. It was never take home. Single filer, $100,000, California. Federal tax takes $17,400. State tax takes $6,500. Social Security takes $6,200. Medicare takes $1,450. Your monthly take home is $5,704. Not $8,333. $5,704. That's what $100,000 looks like in California. Now run the same income in Texas. No state income tax, same federal deductions. Your monthly take home is $6,208. The difference is $504 every single month, just from your zip code, not from a raise, not from a promotion, from where you chose to live. $504 a month invested at 7% over 30 years becomes $567,000. The state you live in is a retirement decision disguised as a geography choice. Now let's talk about where the money actually goes, because this is the part most people have genuinely never written down. You hit $100,000 and something shifts. It feels earned. It feels like time to finally live at the level you're making. So the upgrades happen, and they don't happen one at a time. They happen all at once, and every single one of them feels completely reasonable. Rent goes from $900 to $1,400. You deserve a nicer place. Car payment plus insurance goes from $350 to $750. You've been driving that thing for years. Food and dining goes from $500 to $800. You work hard, you eat well. Subscriptions go from $120 to $250. It's only a few dollars a month each. Personal care and gym go from $60 to $150. You're investing in yourself. Miscellaneous goes from $100 to $300. Life costs more now. Every single upgrade has a reason. Every single one makes sense in isolation. That's $3,650 a month before fixed costs. Add utilities at $300, phone at $150, groceries at $400. Total monthly spend, $4,500. Take home in a moderate tax state, roughly $6,000. Wealth building margin, $1,500. $1,500 a month on a six-figure salary. And that's the clean version. That's if nothing goes sideways. That's if the car doesn't need a repair. That's if the flight home for the holidays doesn't happen. That's if the friend's wedding isn't in another city. Life fills the gaps. It always does. And when it does, that 1,500 shrinks fast. Now here's what makes this cycle so hard to see while you're inside it. Each individual upgrade is defensible. The apartment is nicer, but it's only $500 more. The car is better, but it's only $400 more. The dinners are better, but it's only $300 more. None of them feel like mistakes. all of them together are the reason six-figure earners feel broke. It's not one bad decision, it's 20 reasonable ones happening at the same time. And the honest version of this story is that most people who earn $100,000 are one unexpected expense away from financial stress at any given moment. Not because they're irresponsible, because the lifestyle expanded to fill the income before the foundation was built. Someone put it better than I ever could. They said, most people hit $100,000 income and immediately upgrade their lifestyle to match. The ones who don't are the ones who end up actually wealthy. The income was never the problem. Read that again. The income was never the problem. So here's exactly what you do instead. 5 moves. In this specific order, and the order matters as much as the moves. Move 1. Automate 20% of your gross income from day one. That's $1,667 a month. Not when there's money left over, not when it feels right. Automated, gone before you see it, the same way your taxes leave before you see them. You don't negotiate with taxes and you don't negotiate with this. It leaves automatically. Full stop. And here's why the automation piece matters beyond just the discipline argument. When money is visible in your checking account, your brain treats it as available. It doesn't matter how much you intend to save it. Intention doesn't beat availability. Automation removes the decision entirely. The money moves before your brain gets involved. Move 2. Your tax-advantaged accounts. The 401k limit in 2026 is $23,500. If your employer matches 4%, that's approximately $4,000 of free money that disappears every single year. You don't capture it. Not deferred. Gone. The Roth IRA limit is $7,000. Income cap for single filers is $161,000, so you very likely qualify. Total tax advantage space available to you this year, $30,500. Most people use almost none of it. They leave the employer match uncaptured, they skip the Roth, and they wonder why their taxable brokerage account isn't growing the way it should. Move 3. Kill every debt above 7% interest before you put $1 into a taxable investment account. If you're carrying a credit card at 20% APR and simultaneously investing in a brokerage account earning 7%, you are mathematically losing 13% every month. The math doesn't care about your intentions. It doesn't care that investing feels productive and paying debt doesn't. Pay the high-interest debt first. The numbers are not negotiable. Move 4. Emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses, not income, expenses. At $4,500 a month, that means $13,500 to $27,000 sitting in a high-yield savings account. Once you hit that number, stop. Cash, sitting in savings, earning 4% while inflation runs at 3% is barely breaking even. It's not an investment, it's insurance. Build the buffer to the target. Then stop hoarding cash and deploy the rest. Move 5. A second income stream is real and it matters, but the timing matters more than most people realize. Build it 90 days after steps 1 through 4 are locked in, not before. The reason is simple. Most people who try to build a side hustle while carrying high interest debt, no emergency fund, and 0 retirement contributions end up abandoning it the moment the first real financial setback hits. There's no buffer to absorb the early months when a second income stream isn't yet producing. 90 days of locked-in basics first, then build. That sequence is the difference between a side hustle that actually works and one that burns out in 3 months. Now, here's the part. Most finance content completely skips over. When you earn $100,000, you start to feel like a $100,000 earner. That identity is real and it's expensive. You feel like you're supposed to live a certain way, drive a certain car, live in a certain neighborhood, because the number feels like a signal, like it means something about who you are. But income is fragile. It can disappear with a layoff, a health scare, a company restructuring, one conversation with HR on a Tuesday. The people who actually build lasting wealth don't build their identity around what they earn. They build it around what they keep. They don't ask, what does someone earning $100,000 spend? They ask, what does someone building $1 million net worth save? Here's what that looks like in practice. Someone earning $100,000 and saving 20% is building $1,667 a month in real wealth. Over 10 years at 7%, that's approximately $275,000. Over 20 years, it's approximately $820,000. Over 30 years, it crosses $2 million. The income never changed. The identity did. That's the shift. Not a raise, not a side hustle, not a lucky investment. A decision about what the income is for. The $100,000 earner who upgrades everything has a nice apartment, a nice car, and a savings account that never quite gets where it should be. The $100,000 earner who holds the lifestyle and deploys the margin has a portfolio that compounds quietly in the background for 30 years. Same income, same city, same job, completely different outcome. So here's what I want you to do right now. Pull up your banking app, look at your actual monthly take home, subtract your actual monthly spend, drop that number in the comments because most people have never actually done that math, and the answer surprises them every single time. This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. Always consult a qualified financial professional before making investment decisions.